Hello and welcome to another episode of Yoga with YJ. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are really taking care of yourself and staying safe during this period. Today we'll work on the hip and it will be a quick class because I noticed that the longer the class is, the less motivated people are to actually go through the class. So I'm just gonna do a quick class that we might work on some poses like unbalance or maybe inversion next time. Okay, today there will not be any inversion. Today your intent is to work with who are you? This is a question that have been coming up a lot during my meditation practice this few days. It's like when you look past the layers of what you do in your life as a career, your sex, as in you are male or female, and if you look past all the layers that the society puts on you, for example, like you are the son of your parents, you belong to these family members, you are family members of this group. You're a religious group, for example, or perhaps it's your study, right? You might be studying in a very prestigious college, and what happened is that we tend to have attachment to all these titles and different kind of organization and groups that they form a part of our identity. But if we look past all of this, who are you? What are you inside? Ponder on that throughout the whole practice and see where this brings us. Now close your eyes, sit up tall, put your hands onto your knees and start to take deep inhalation. Slow down the breath. Our intent today, as already mentioned, is to work with the question of pondering who you are on the inside, without all these layers that society put within us. Get your breath deep and spread your ribs. Feel for 360 circumference of your ribcage expanding out. As you exhale, pull belly into spine to help you empty the lungs. And from here, we're coming into 3 rounds of Brahmari into your heart. Put your hands over your heart. Brahmari sounds like that. We're going to just do 3 rounds. Okay? From here, exhale everything out. Empty the lungs first. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, create a buzzing sound at the back of your throat. Go. And gently release your hands, blink your eyes open. Come into your Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together. Then come forward into your forward fold. As pressing, inhale, press through the soles of your feet and flex your feet. towards the toes. Exhale, relax the shoulders and your neck. Breathe in into your hips where you feel the gripping is. Because in this pose, we love to grip a lot. As you exhale, soften the gripping down. Can you let go a little bit more on that gripping? Just consciously go to the area of the body where it grips. And feel for softening down. Now inhale, gently come back up. Now lay down onto your back. We are coming into your blow gun for today. Clasp hands behind the head and let the head rest onto your palm. Bend your knees in 90. Point the elbows up towards the sky here. Take a deep inhale. Lift head and shoulders off the ground. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Scoop tailbone up. Exhale, reach both elbows towards your left thigh. Reach right foot up skywards. Pull belly down. I'll take a deep inhale. Use your left hand to help you put the foot onto the inner thighs. Exhale, press foot and thighs towards each other and traction thighs up skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath. Press low back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, both elbows towards right thigh, left foot up. Pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to the inner thigh. Exhale, press foot into thigh, thighs into foot. Traction the thighs up, skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath. Press low back down, scoop tailbone up. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh, right foot up. Pull belly down. Inhale, left foot to the inside of the right leg. Exhale, press foot into thigh, thighs into foot. Lift thighs up skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Scoop tailbone up. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh, left foot up. Pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to left inner thigh. Exhale, press foot into thigh, thighs into foot. Lift thighs off the hip socket skywards and pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press low back down. Scoop tailbone up. Exhale, both elbows, left thigh, right foot up. Pull belly down. Then again, inhale. Left foot on right inner thigh. Exhale, press thigh into foot, foot into thigh. Traction thighs up skywards. Pull belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Press low back down. Scoop tailbone up. Exhale, both elbows, right thigh, left foot up. Pull belly down. Inhale, right foot to left inner thigh. Exhale, press thigh into foot, foot into thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, head down, feet down. Roll over to your left and roll yourself up. Come on down onto your elbows and your knees. Coming into fresh prep. Left forearm down on the ground. Come onto the right fingertip, right palm. Move the right palm towards the back until the elbows is on top of your wrist. Now once you got this, take a deep inhale. Lift in between the shoulder blades. Turn on the chest and the armpit. Exhale, straighten up your legs. Huge inhale. Press forearm and thumbs into the ground to lift the ribs away from your shoulder. Exhale, ground the heels towards ground. Feel for the chest muscle being turned on here. Feel for that muscles engagement around the armpit as well. And exhale, lower your knees down. Switch over towards the other side. Your right forearm down onto the ground, left palm down onto the ground, shifting back the left palm towards the middle of the mat, palms down. Now from here, take a big inhale, lift in between shoulder blades. Start to activate armpit and chest. Exhale, straighten up your legs into fresh breath. Big inhale, press the ground away from you, lifting ribs off the shoulder. Exhale, relax your neck. Just the neck, not the shoulder. Have a feel of if you are dumping weight to one side, you shift the weight back into midline. Exhale, lower your knees down. Whew. Step to the front of the mat. Coming into your B series with vignettes. Hands to your heart center. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, scoop chest forward. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. Lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Eagle warrior 2. Inhale, left foot step forward. Come up into warrior 2. Exhale, left arm on top of right into eagle arm. Take a big inhale. Lift elbows forward and up towards the face area. Exhale, bow the head down towards the bicep. Now get really active in your legs. Now beneath all these layers of different identity that we have established throughout our whole entire life, what is there? At the core, who are you? Check that out. Bow forward into emu. Sending elbows down towards the ground as much as it can go. If your elbows is touching the ground, slide the fingertips forward. Huge inhale into your hip. Exhale, relax the crown of the head down towards the ground as much as it can go. Release and come into extended warrior variation. Put the front elbow onto front thigh, back arm goes behind you, grabbing onto your inner thigh from the back. If that is not happening, grab hold of your clothing or just put your arms onto your lower back. Now take a big inhale, push elbow into your thigh to lift the ribs. Exhale, relax through the neck. Release, hands down, step back to plank pose. Move through a vinyasa. Eagle warrior 2. Inhale, right foot forward. Arms up into warrior 2. Exhale, right arms on top of the left into your eagle arm. Take a big inhale, lift elbows forward and up, spreading through your upper back. Exhale, lower the head down towards bicep. Now breathe in to the back of your heart. Feel the space on your upper back. That is the space, that is the back of your heart. The back door into your heart. Check out who resides inside there. Is it all your identities? Can you find out what is underneath these identities? At the true, who are you at the true core? Coming into emu. Inhale, lengthen up the spine. Exhale, pull belly into spine and lower the arms down towards the ground. Sending elbows and crown the head down towards the ground. Huge inhale into your hips. Exhale, soften down in the hips so the elbows and the torso can come down. Release and come into extended warrior variation. Front elbow onto front thigh, back arm goes behind you, grabbing onto your inner thigh from the back. Big inhale, press the torso away from the thigh. With the forearm, exhale, relax through the neck. Release, hands down, step back into plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Now bend your knees, step or hop forward into forward fold. And then from here, we're coming into your crow pose. So hands down onto the ground, have your feet together, and then separate the knees and put the shin very near the upper arm. Okay? So your shin is resting onto the armpit or your upper arm. And from where you are, lean forward and come up into crow. Maybe one foot off the ground, maybe both. Stay for 5 deep breaths here. And gently step down. Step back into plank pose, into down dog. And from down dog, come into pigeon. Inhale, left foot forward. Ground down to your left sit bone and send right thigh away from you. Now first, when you're not so flexible, your hip might open up towards the side. That's totally fine. We want to work with, as we grow stronger, as we get more flexible, the hip rolling downwards so you can face downwards properly. Okay? Work from this position. Now inhale, pull the chest forward and down. Now inhale, come back up. Coming into twisting pigeon over thigh. Inhale, pick right arm up. Exhale, hook right elbow outside left thigh. Put both hands down onto the ground. If you can go deeper, come up onto your right elbow. Form a fist with the right hand and press left palm into the fist. This is only available to you if you are more advanced in your twist. Now if that is not happening, just put both hands down onto the ground. Release and come back up. Coming into twisting pigeon towards the foot. Parallel shin to the front of the mat. Beginners, grab on to your foot and move the center of your chest to the foot. As you get more advanced in your practice, left elbow outside of the foot. Form a fist with left hand, press right palm into the fist. Big inhale. Press the ground away from you. Exhale, roll open the chest. Get the breath deep into the hip. And release any tension in there with the exhale. Release. Step back into plank pose. Move through a vinyasa. Pigeon, right foot forward. Inhale. Send right foot forward. Ground down to the sit bone and send left foot away, left thigh away from you. Now once you're down into pigeon, and if you're more flexible in your practice, you can actually come into with the shin parallel to the front of the mat before you come down into pigeon. And once you got this, hands underneath the head and pull the chest forward and down. Breathe into the hips. The hips area is one area where we store a lot of things. All your tension, all your pain, fear, anxiety. Well, we store it all over there, inside the hip. Feel for softening in the hips. Now inhale, come back up and come into your twisting pigeon over thighs. Inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, hook left elbow outside the thigh. Coming down onto both forearms. Or if you are more advanced in your practice, come down with the palms onto the left side and press the right face into the left palm. And if you are really less flexible, just move your body towards the thigh. That works as well. Inhale, release, come back up. Coming into twisting pigeon towards foot. Grab a hold of your foot with both hands. Inhale, scoop chest forward. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bow forward, or if you're more flexible, hook right elbow outside the foot. Make a fist with right hand, press left palm into the fist. Inhale, scoop chest away from the pelvis. Exhale, roll open the chest. Release and step back into plank pose. Lower down onto your knees. Coming into your armpit part. We start with left foot. So left foot on top of your right knee. Now, when you come into this pose as a beginner or your hip is really tight, work with grabbing onto your shin and pulling the chest towards the foot. Okay? Once you get more flexible, you can start to hug your foot nearer towards you. This will give you a good sense of whether you can move into the next pose, which is your armpit prep. Okay, to come into armpit prep, right hand goes behind you. Inhale, pick left arm up, make space on the left side of your body. You want to create a lot of space. As you exhale, hook the arms outside. And from here, take a deep inhale. Lift the ribs away from the pelvis. Exhale, twist. So as you get more flexible, the foot will go nearer and nearer towards the armpit. Okay, you might be beginning in this pose with the foot near to your elbows area. That is fine, okay? Continue to work with the twist. And release your armpit prep. Going into pin feather. Have your left arm, using your left tricep, pin down the shin towards the chest and grab hold of the left foot with your left hand. You need to balance here, okay? If you cannot balance, go to a wall, sit against the wall so you can balance onto the wall. Now we really need to get the arms pinned really high up towards the armpit, the shin. Okay, once you got this, lift the foot off the thighs. Then you grab hold of the foot from the outside. Maybe come out into half pin feather. If you can, you come out into a full pin feather by straightening up the legs towards the sky. Whew. And try to engage your core and stay up as much as you can. Breathe. Okay, enough of that fun. Let's come down. Let's move into armpit prep on the right side. Okay, right foot on top of your left knee. Move your shin very close to you, as close as it can go. Okay, we want to get it really close as it can go. Get it real close until you can taste the foot. But don't really taste it because you didn't really wash your foot before you started practice, eh? Alright, once you're here, put your left arm behind you. Inhale, pick right arm up, stretch out the right side of your body. Exhale, hook the right arm outside the foot. There you go. Inhale, lift ribs away from pelvis. Exhale, twist and revolve into whatever you can get. And gently release. Coming into pin feather. Again, if you need to sit with your back against the wall, just do that. It might help if you put a roll behind you to support your lower back. So as you roll back, you'll roll into the roll and you are able to balance from there as well. Okay? Now hook right arm onto shin very high. Let the shin goes up very high towards the armpit. Okay, so that you can have a good pin. Grab hold of the foot with your right hand, just the right hand. Now one thing I find that it really helps me is to pin not so high up into the knee, but you can pin nearer towards the foot. Okay, like for example like that. Pin down nearer towards the foot, grab hold of the foot, pull it towards the center of your chest and feel what's going on. Grab hold of left foot with left hand. Inhale, half or full, your choice. Breathe. Lengthen up through the spine. Activate your core. Activate the foot. There's a lot going on here. Breathe. And gently release. Come back down. Whew. I hope you have fun with that pose. Okay, we can try going into your dragonfly pose. See if it works. So beginner, you might want to just focus on moving the chest towards the foot. That is one of the key piece that we need. Chest to foot, very key towards this pose. Okay, for the rest of us, passing arms outside. Once you got this, plant the hands down onto the ground. Then from here, you're going to lift the butt off. Lean your weight into the arms and then lift the legs up. Okay, that is one way of going into it. Let me show you the other side of how to go into your dragonfly. Standing up. First, I would suggest if you are trying this pose, do it on a standing up basis because it's easier to assess arm balance through standing up. That's my personal preference, I think. And if it works for you better when you're on the ground, you do that. But the butt is really heavy on the ground and it has that magnetic pull towards the ground. So I love to teach people coming into arm balance, coming into standing. Now first you need to put your foot into a number 4 leg. Then from here, pass your arm outside the foot. Left arm outside left foot. Make it go up really close towards the armpit as much as you can. Then once you got that, plant both your hands down on the ground. I need to move my foot. So you got to move the arms away from the foot so you can tiptoe. Lean the weight into your arms. And then you can start to lift the foot off the ground. If you can, straighten. Have fun and give both sides many tries. Try it out as many times as you love to, because this is the peak pose for today. Now one other thing that beginners can work on to get more flexible in the hip is actually to coming into a shoelace, which is knee on top of ankle, ankle on top of the knee. Okay, once you got this pose, you either lean forward for 5 deep breaths, then moving into, again, stretching out the side body long, right arm, right foot. This is a very deep twist. You can work here. Then the rest of us play with your arm balance for a bit. See how it goes. There is a part that you can do. Trust yourself. I'm gonna try doing on the left leg for one more time. So left arm outside left foot. Move the foot up the arms or armpit as high up as possible. Then you plant your hand down, lean the weight into arms, lift the foot off. Make sure you do both sides, at least 5 deep breaths. And for more advanced people, you can take the practice to the wall and do handstand onto the wall, or you can do frog on the wall. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do frog on the wall. See you. Now for this pose, we actually, in Forrest yoga term, we call it diving goddess or diving god, depending on your sex, of course. What you want to do is you want to walk up the wall like you are going into your what do you call that? You want to walk up onto the wall like you're going into downward dog on the wall. looks like this. Now from here you start to walk in as close as your body allows you, and start to move your foot up, knees out towards the side, into a frog pose, and then just hang out here. So of course, the closer you go towards the wall, the harder it will be. It really depends on how you want to work this pose. And when you're ready to get out, straighten one leg, straighten the other, walk forward, and come back down. Whew. Alright, let's get back to the mat. Alright, welcome back. We made it. Let's wind down. So, if you need to, you do a couple rounds of wrist circle. Come into a forward fold. Bend your knees and stick the belly onto your thighs. Now interlace your fingers and put it behind the head. Wrap the forearm around the head and point the elbows down towards the ground, using the weight of your arms to help you traction the neck. So let go of the neck. Soften the neck and allow the weight of your arms to traction the head down towards the ground. So this is a very good neck release. Alternatively, there's one more version you can do, which is to grab a handful of your hair, just a handful, don't pull, but just let the weight of your hands pull, relax the skull down towards the ground. So I'm not pulling it down, I'm just grabbing onto and let gravity take over. This helps to soften down the skull bone and open up the skull bone. Gently release. Lay down onto your back. Let's come into spinal twist. Knees towards your chest, then knees down over towards the right hand side. Turn the head over towards the left, reaching left arm away from you. Now inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, knees down to left, look over to the right. Inhale back to the center. Moving into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Straighten up the legs towards the front, let the feet fall out towards the side. Arms by the side of your body, palm facing out skywards. Scoop the shoulders underneath you and lengthen the arms away from you. Maybe soften your body down towards the ground here, allowing the ground to carry you. And as usual, if you need to take a longer Shavasana, you can pause the video and get up on your own. Continue to relax your whole body down to the ground. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring awareness back onto your arms and your legs. Gently roll over towards your left. And use a relaxed neck. Use your hands to press yourself back up. Relaxing your neck through, relax your neck some more until you sit up all the way, keeping the neck relaxed. Then use your left hand to cradle the head back up. Once you sit up tall, hands to the heart center, bow the head down towards your heart. Now, a lot of times we attach ourselves to all these other identities that society gave us, especially work. You notice that people are devastated when they lost their job. That is because our identity, a large part of it is tied to your job and the career that you are in. Some people are very proud of themselves that they are, of certain status in their job. And when the job is gone, they took a deep blow and they've gone into depression, and that's how it happens. So find out, be curious about who is inside. Ask your heart, and the spirit will respond. Once you connect with the spirit, your spirit that is inside you, then you will truly know who you are inside. And not just all these things that the society ties towards your spirit. I bow to light in you. Namaste. Continue to keep safe, and I hope we don't get another lockdown soon. See you, take care. Bye bye.